evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Ambassador Cruise Line 2025 World Indoor Bowls Championships, live from Potter's Resort here in Hopton-on-Sea. One more game for you this evening, so let's have a look at what we have. It's Alex Marshall, MBE, taking on the English qualifier, David Bolt. Well, looks like we're all ready to go here, so let's go now live to the portable rink and join our very own MC, Mr. Jack Jenkins.
Thank you very much, Jason. Yes, welcome back to the International Arena for our last match of the day. And our first player out this evening is a former World Singles quarter-finalist and Commonwealth bronze medalist. Give a big warm welcome to England's David Bolt. His opponent is a 6 times former World Singles champion with 13 WBT titles to his name. Please welcome out ranked number 10 in the world, Scotland's Alex Marshall, MBE. I'm going to hand you up to Jason Parkinson and Paul Foster in the commentary box.
Thank you very much, Jack. Once again, a very good evening. Welcome back to the Ambassador Cruise Line World Indoor Bowls Championships. David Bolt coming out to some new music there, the Apprentice music. Talking about hired him for the evening. Co-coms, Paul Foster. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening, Jason. Good evening, everybody. Hope we're all looking forward to what should be another cracking first round match between Alex and David. Certainly looking forward to it.
Jack length 29 metres.
It's going to be an interesting one, that's for certain. England-Scotland on any bowls green's great. We've also got England-Scotland in the commentary box, even better. David, a regular qualifier here at the World Bowls Championships.
That's a question I was going to ask you, Jason. It's, as you just said there, David has qualified quite a few times now for the Scottish Open and the World Championships. I don't know if you know how many it's been.
I think he's been here 4 times. Been to Scotland, also been to the International Open as well. I think he's still probably the only player at the moment now left in this event that could maybe break through into the top 16. Currently finished last season's ranking list at number 22. Need to be into 16, of course. Looking at who's winning, who's not winning, I think he probably needs to get to at least the semi-final.
Yes, a good start from both players here in the very first end. Both settling down very quickly.
Is there a gap between the green bull and the jack?
1.5 inches.
Yeah, I was actually having just a quick look at the ranking list after the Scottish Open, and there could be a few people moving about places, so as I say, I don't try to put myself under too much pressure regarding the ranking list. Whatever happens, happens.
I think the big issue for
One green.
people like yourself and Alex, Nicky now, there's a few people going over to Australia, playing in the various different events. Obviously your calendars are getting quite booked up.
Yeah, I've always been, for a number of years now, I like to try and play in as much as I can, just to see where my game is. And obviously, David will play again here. It's a great shot from David. Going over to the BPL back in November, it was unbelievable. My first experience of playing that event. It was short, sharp. And
Yes.
as you know, when you play the top guys in Australia, it's very competitive. And I just wanted to see where my own game was, and I certainly enjoyed it. And I'm back out again there next month for the BPL 21, so really looking forward to it, Jason.
Alex going early, never afraid to go early, of course. Just going to get the front bowl. I think David's going to just have a quick look. Got plenty of room, but I think he's going to have to go for a little bit of cover. I think Alex has almost committed himself now to going again with his final delivery.
Yeah, there's no point. There's no point, David, making the target wider. I'm sure he'll run for cover, but I'm sure he's probably prove me wrong. Alex's last ball stayed on as well, so you'd think with the contact on the front bow and the jack, I'll go out to the spot on the right hand side. But as you said, Jason, I think Alex has committed now, and I think he'll go again.
Yeah, looking at the head, you think the high percentage would be the jack going to the right hand side of the screen. It's just that third shot of Alex's. Does it make a second contact on that bowl? Could go anywhere really if it does do that. It's got it solid. Where's it going? There's that double contact. Jack goes back up the green. Rebounding jack has to be at least 20 metres from the mat, which it is. So the jack will remain in play. I think it's one Alex.
Yeah, he hit his target
One
perfect
shot, Alex Marshall.
I think they can complain there. There's Alex's wife Diane, his niece Beth, and Diane's sister Tracy.
Set score
And
1-0
Tracy's
after the
husband
first
Andrew
game.
supporting Alex tonight.
Young Beth there has made it into the ladies match play as well, hasn't she, this year?
She has, and she's a cracking player, Beth. She's in obviously the mixed pairs with Jason, and I think she plays as Colleen Pickett in the singles, so that should be a good game.
Jack length 24 metres.
And over the years, Beth has been down at Potter's, obviously watching her uncle.
Quite a few of the family play. Obviously, Dean plays as well, doesn't he? Is he still out in Australia at the moment, is he? Is he back?
Yeah, Dean's out in Australia just now. I actually caught up with Dean at the UBC. He's playing for Deer Park, and he's loving every minute of it. So I think he's coming back in the summer. I'm not quite sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if Dean stays out there now. Certainly setting the lifestyle for a young bowler who's got probably no ties back home. A good start from Alex.
And when the UK players go out and play in the BPL or the UBC, are you sponsored? Do you have to do bowls coordinating or work within the club, or is it a different kettle of fish these days?
I think, to be honest, it's individuals different.
Is it?
I know Alex is out there longer than I am. Obviously he's at Moama. But also when I was out there, I played a few pennant games for Ocean Grove, and I loved every minute of it. And I'll be playing the same again when I go out in February, probably three games for them. Great bunch of guys, and
You've gone through Jack high 20
I settled in
inches.
well, and they certainly made
Two
me
red.
feel very welcome.
David looking to just get down to either of the two red bowls. If he gets the jack, that'll be a huge bonus. Just giving it a chance, just arriving. Just not going to get the right contact.
I think it was okay there, just a fraction under. Alex will be looking to try and tidy this up here. It's certainly a decent start, Jason, by both players.
It's there again. You can just get centre of the ring. A little bit unfortunate
Three red.
to finish ever so slightly wide, just thickens it up.
I don't think David will mess about here.
In the area, what contact has he got off the front? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5.
Yeah, he was in the area.
One green.
Got a maximum result, but to say was in the area. So I'll not hold that against David. So Alex will just be playing a similar shot to his last, just arriving. Any touch on the ball or touch the jack on his forehand.
didn't like it, did he?
He didn't, so, and he'll know straight away. Not push through it. But we've all done it. It's easily done. I think David will be too fussed here if he counts or not, because obviously going from 3 down to 1 up.
Just the extra pace should just keep him away from this.
One shot, David Bolt.
On to David Bolt.
Set score 1-1 after the second end.
Thanks for joining us today as usual. Don't forget you can keep up to date with the draws and the results of the games through the website at worldbowlstour.org. You can also check the rules and also the World Bowls Tour World Ranking list on there. A lot of you find it quite interesting. There's also an explanation, of course, of how that ranking list works. Potters is quite easy, the World Championships, because for the seeded players it's 10 ranking points for every round they win. As a qualifier, when you qualify into the first round you get an automatic 5, and then if you win your first round game you get another top up 5 to make the 10, and then you go 10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
I remember a few years ago, Jason, it used to be 20 points for the first round of the World Championship, which was absolutely massive, and it put a lot of people under pressure to try and win your first game. But now I think it's a lot fairer now, it's just 10 all the way.
Got 5 feet, mate, first lesson. Got 5 feet.
Yeah, 4.5, yeah.
The side that David's playing is probably the heaviest hand out of the 4. Do we try and just push it that wee bit?
One red.
Disappointed with that. Another chance for Alex.
Just going to pull up. Still open for David just to draw down the forehand again. Just looking for a little bit more pace.
So it looks better this time. Stays up.
Not quite sure who's in. If I had to pick one, I'd probably go for the green, but you can never tell from the angle from behind the head. Blake's looking to get down to the jack. That's definitely the shot.
Yep, so for number 1.
One red and a measure.
As I said, the forehand, your weight's just got to be so precise. Anything over at all, it just hangs off. Big effort from David here.
Yeah, he's played this. Touch on the jack to be better for him. Can it fall back? That might make a bit of a difference.
One green.
Just a 1. It's nicely tucked in out the way. That's the big thing for David.
As I said, it's still all about weight. The weight was so good.
Is he playing red onto green?
I think that's a shot, to be honest. Not be any worse off. Well, I just pulled it. It's so difficult,
One
these
shot,
shots as
David
well,
Bolt.
Jason, because you know yourself, if you're frightened to go push it out, if you push it out, it just will not get back.
Set score 1-2
Such a hard
after the
shot.
third end.
So the score 1-2. Question about how the pairs and the mixed pairs are done. Mixed pairs, they take the top 8 seeded players from the WT list, and then they just draw the players out. Obviously the previous year's champions automatically get
Track length
invited
29.5
back.
metres.
The World Open pairs goes on the ranking list, so whoever's at the top of the WBT World Ranking list will get first choice. Then number 2 gets a choice, number 3 gets a choice, etc, etc. Qualifiers, they can play with whoever they like. Few changes this year.
Just that first ball again from David is dropping that 2-3 feet short.
How many yards left, please, sir?
3 feet.
The opener from Alex. Very strange when we call him Alex on the commentary box, Jason. I used to call him Tatty, but I just thought I'd call him by his Sunday name today.
Thought you'd go all posh.
One red.
Do they call him Tatty out in Oz as well?
David's
I
ball.
think everybody calls him Tatty. Everybody.
5 inches short of Jack high.
Oh, except Diane.
No comment on that one.
It's a wee bit unfortunate there, David, with his second ball. I might be looking to repeat this first one.
Gets to the green ball, just slightly bent underneath, so still 1-2 red.
Nothing wrong with this one.
I always thought in previous years this forehand in this direction towards where we're sat has always been the swingier side of the four. Seems to be just playing a little bit more unpredictable. Is that fair to say this year?
Yeah, there is a. I don't want to sound boring, but there's a couple of wee straighteners on that forehand, especially at the 26, 27 metre length. But once again, it's all about your weight. Anything over will just knock it back. Alex Waite was very good there again.
Won't affect David's shot. I still think he's going to just draw down, trying to get down to Alex's shot bowl. If he's ever so slightly wide, could just get a little helping hand off the corner of the bowl he's just played.
Yeah, we'll certainly be looking to get another ball in the head and try and close it down. Even if they can't get the shot, I don't want to lose any more than one. Just not out that wide side. Another wee shot in here for Alex. Not easy, but draw another shot, touch a jack for 3. Body language looks okay.
Not a million miles away. Can he just hold up to the bowl, sit back off it?
Well played. That was the main objective.
Two
for
shots,
drawing
Alex
another
Marshall.
shot. Touch was the bonus. Took from Alex, it's into a 3-2 lead.
Set score 3-2 after 4 ends.
Certainly a tight tussle so far, Jason, which we probably expected.
Yeah, we certainly did. We know how both of these players can play. I think the last time Alex and David played, I think was it in Scotland at the international, the Scottish International. I think Alex just managed to beat David on that. I think David won the first set and Alex bounced back to win the second and then the tiebreaker.
Jack, there's
I
24
think
and a
you're
half
right,
metres.
yes. Alec going for the shorter length, so both players just having that wee issue with their first ball, just dropping that 2 feet.
Ma, a metre, Sue.
Just short of 3 feet.
Good adjustment.
2 red.
Not a million miles away. He'll just fall back, it'll be a shot.
1 green.
Yep, certainly well adjusted there from David. He's out in a good line again. Very close here.
Oh, just got the outside edge.
Oh, I kept him so unlucky there, Alex. If he caught the ball full, he'd be falling back, making a 2. Making the trip. So, same ball as your last. I'll guarantee the shot. Not sure. I don't think it's too bad here actually.
Can sit either bowl.
No,
Nice
he's
and
good.
solid.
He's good.
Sits back.
Perfect. Great shot.
One and a close look for second. 1 red and a close look for second.
I think he's only
2
got a
4
similar
inches.
bowl. Paul plays similar to what Alex has just played. If he's slightly underneath, maybe get a little run off the short bowls.
Yeah, it's nothing else apart from a dead draw.
Very good effort. Just didn't get down in time. 1-2.
1
Alex.
shot. Alex Marshall.
He'll take that and take a 4-2 lead. Well, we can see David Bolt's support there on the
Set
right hand
score
side.
4-2
That's
after
David's
5
partner Keeley. Paul Hartley's misses on the left. Question for you here, Paul. what's your thoughts on these mega grips? Someone says they feel that they make the balls turn, fall, stroke, move at a very odd angle after the connection. Shall I answer that? Because I'm not sponsored.
To be honest, when they first came out, I wasn't too
Track length, 25.5
enamoured with it,
metres.
to be honest. I don't actually play with the mega grip, but I do actually have a set. But I have tried it, and that's it. I have got used to it, but I still use my C grip at the moment. But I've seen a few funny connections regarding the mega grips. The balls kind of move kind of sideways and that, so I know everybody will have their own opinion of the mega grip. As I say, I just prefer to use the C grip at this moment in time. I'm very comfortable with it. Not that I'm saying I won't move to a mega grip, but at this moment in time I'm happy with the C grip. But as I say, everybody will have their own opinions and decisions on what ball they want to play with.
I think the deeper grips were there for people. I mean, like myself, I've got a very small hand for a guy, and I think it's to allow players to play with a slightly bigger ball, but to have still full control of the grip. But I am a firm believer, no matter which ball it is, that you do get some funny connections as well.
Well played, Alex. Yeah, what I do different from indoor to outdoor is actually, because I'm in Scotland, so cold and rain, I put my actual thumb onto the grip, so it kind of helps that way. The mega grip for outdoor, I can hold the ball a lot better, but indoor obviously I don't put my thumb on the grip, so there is pros and cons to it. So they were a bit disappointed with that effort. It's more of these shots you've got to play
quicker,
more firm.
Bit like Nicky Brett's game early today. First set was in a lot of trouble, wasn't he? And hit very well, getting himself out of trouble. Got maximum results, but he still hit the target 9 times out of 10.
He did. That's Nicky. I've known Nicky for years now, and that's how he plays. If he's in trouble at all, he goes early, and he's normally never far away. To be honest, he's pretty good at his forehand runner, and yeah, he did get maximum results today, but he certainly hit his target. But I thought Martin played really well today as well.
Little touch on the jack, just didn't quite get it. Derek Ferguson says, small hands don't reach far into your pocket, Jason. That's typical Derek, isn't it? Unbelievable.
1 red.
The abuse I get from these Scottish players, unbelievable.
Slide under, just missed the line. Wonder if David will take a chance here. Doesn't really want to play with that kind of fiddly weight, because if he gets the jack, doesn't come through, and those are 2.
It looks just possible to get both red balls away if he's on target.
I think he's got to take a chance here.
Just floating one down with a little bit of extra pace, looking for a good connection, something solid. Back to the jack is very good. That'll do.
Yeah, there you go. Just shows you what I know. Played that well, David.
On
Don't
shot,
worry,
David
Catherine
Paul.
will see you right tomorrow.
She certainly will, yeah. I'll just be leading them in, Catherine.
You're going to lead, are you?
4-3 out of 6
I forgot to
ends.
tell Catherine that. Yes, it's the first time Catherine and I have partnered up in the mixed pairs, and she's a top player. Her CV says speaks volumes, and I'm really looking forward to partnering Catherine on the rink in such a hard game to start with. They're all hard games, but the defending champions, Julie and Nicky, so I'm sure if the 4 of us put on how we can play, we should put on a good performance for everybody watching.
Jack length, 28.5 metres.
A few new names into the championships this year, coming through the ladies match play. obviously Colleen Picketh playing with Jamie Walker. Saw her earlier today against Mervyn King. I thought she was absolutely outstanding, to be quite fair. Been practicing on a school football AstroTurf pitch before she arrived. I thought it was quite an interesting read in one of the articles that I saw. She's playing with Jamie Walker, takes on Stuart Anderson, and the Malaysian player. It's great to have Malaysia here. That's Noor Farah Ain Abdullah. Got Robert Paxton playing with little Lucy Smith, Jason Banks, Beth Reaver, Les Gillett with Nicole Rogers. We've all seen her here before. Mark Dawes playing with his very good friend Chelsea Spencer from Lincolnshire.
It's certainly good to see other countries here. And as I said, I actually watched Colleen this morning, and for her first time in a Poplar rink, if that's correct, she certainly wasn't phased, and she put in a decent performance. Also, Merlin was disappointed, but I thought Colleen, yeah, she played very steady, and she played probably the right ball at the right time, which you have to do in these matches. Picking the jack up here.
One green.
Yeah, the contact just takes a little bit of
David's gone
pace off
past
the
Jack high,
ball.
6 inches.
Both hands still available.
There's not been many balls down the other side. They're both kind of sticking to this both four hands. Oh, you get back. This is now a big ball from David. If he can repeat his second ball and draw another one, certainly put the pressure on Alex.
Quite sure, just struggled to get back, but may have won it just on the length.
It was very good. Closer to it.
Close.
This is certainly the ball to make it count. As the trot's on, normally when Alex does that, he's pretty good. And it's not often you see that Alex trots after, and normally it's pretty close. But once again, that 2 feet over just does not get back. Played it the right way because obviously he had the balls to stop on. I'll also be disappointed with that.
Shot clock just ticking down, 4 seconds left. Just needs to hold up and run to get to his own bowls. Little touch on the front might be okay, just too thick. When you're playing to the shot clock, Paul, do you have a certain number on the shot clock where you think if you're not ready by 4 seconds, you take a timeout, or no?
I don't even look at the shot clock.
Do you
To be honest, I'm a very quick player. Unless obviously I have to go down and study the head, then I'll take a quick look at the shot clock. But normally if it's down to maybe 10, 9 seconds, then I'll take a timeout. There's no point taking a timeout at 25
Alex has
seconds.
4 timeouts remaining.
It's a complete waste of time. But as I say, normally I'm probably one of the quickest players on the circuit. If I see a shot, I just play it. There's no point kind of messing about.
So, in your opinion here, what do you think he's looking at, Paul?
I think he may be looking at the backhand. I think he's just wondering if he took his own ball out, how many he'd be down. But there is a slight chance he could get the jack through, or if he's slightly under, he gets his own red ball onto the actual winner. So there's a couple of options there on the backhand. I don't think he'll be sure here. I think he's playing the right shot here. Seems interested. Ball solid. Ball solid.
Oh, nearly. one to David, I think.
Couldn't actually
One
connect
shot,
with
David
that any
Bolt.
better.
Quite a low-scoring game. 7
Set
ends
score
played.
4-4 after 7
The
ends.
score is 4 each.
I think it's probably the lowest first set score I've seen in these championships so far.
Question here, Paul. A little bit of a tricky one. What impact
Back length
does the weight of a
27
ball
metres.
have on its trajectory and precision? And how do players decide the ideal weight for different playing conditions? Every surface is different, I think.
Yes. Can I phone a friend?
As long as it's not me.
Yes. If you play in the UK, obviously it's like I stick to the same ball I played in the UK, indoor and outdoor. I'm brought up, or what I've been taught in bowls is
Strong.
strong bias ball. You send it out, it comes back. If you've got a tighter ball, you start looking for fiddly lines, and that's when you lose your weight and your line. But everybody's different. But you go across to Australia, you certainly have to play with a tighter ball, especially the outdoor surfaces are a
3
lot
feet.
faster. We're talking 17, 18 seconds for the outdoor greens.
Is that because of the conditions, the wind?
Yeah, the winds. It's the wind over across in the UK. It doesn't affect the ball at all. But I remember playing in Australia but could be the World Championship Commonwealth Games. I think it was actually the Commonwealth Games in Brisbane in 18. Alex and I were
14
on the
inches
pairs, and
past Jack High.
one of the ends, my ball was coming down and he was clapping it, and the wind got up and actually took the ball out of the rink, and he actually burst out laughing at me, and I just felt that's the things that can happen to you, and I say it's great to go across there and sample these things and see how it's done, and you certainly have to be more concentration across there with the conditions.
So 2 for Alex. David will be looking to get this in. Both players will be looking just to get that little bit of an edge going into the final end. David can just get inside the reds or even use the reds. They'll be very happy about that. Looks like he's going to need a contact of some kind.
Sliding by. A chance now for Alex to close this,
One red, measure for 2.
this head down. Certainly be looking to draw the very first shot and put the pressure back on David. He won't be looking to drop a 2 or a 3 here at this stage of the set. Certainly looks in an area. Just hanging off again. It's probably the worst end of the match, Jason,
Yes.
to be honest. It's just the way the rink is playing. It's not through bad play. But this is now a massive ball from David in the context of this set.
Just looks slightly narrower. It'll come down to pace once again. Can break off that last bowl of Alex's, but it's the wrong side.
Still feel at least one red. Just try and drop in inside David's last one to try and make it 2, possibly 3. Any touch at all on the jack is added bonus, but most importantly, you'll be trying to make this count. Just needs to drop.
Doesn't want to get the outside edge of David, wants to miss it. Oh, no, he's turned it in.
To be honest, it never looked as if it was out on that side of the ball because his weight was so good.
One shot, David Bolt.
Just seemed to get a straightener for a good yard there.
Yeah, that's right, on that side, that length.
Set score,
I think there's a couple of
4-5
straighteners,
after 8
Jason, on that
ends.
side, and normally you get the straighteners when your weight's just over, but Alex's weight was so good there and it just didn't tail at all, and I was a bit disappointed there.
Message from Adrian Smith. I noticed the Australian greens have lines on them. Why is that? That's just the various settings. So the line that you see down the green, that is the centre of the rink for that particular rink.
Track length,
And as you know, on
28.5
outdoor
metres.
surfaces, they have various different settings. So that's why some greens you see lines all over the show. It's just a speed play up. Like here, you'll see here we have a dot every single metre. Just indicates where the centre line is. Australia, they kind of chalk a string and then flick it down onto the green, and it gives a mark.
We certainly couldn't have that in the UK because our grass is too thick. A very good start here from David.
Need a bungee. So one shot advantage for David Bolt going into this very last end of the first set. Just drifting by with the extra pace.
Probably one of the first drawing balls Alex has played in that backhand, and it's slightly quicker, just slightly quicker than the forehand. So, but the good thing is he's certainly made himself past ahead. He was good again here. I wonder
2 green.
if Alex will take a chance.
The gap, the back of the ball, please.
Don't know
2.5
much you can see
inches.
on the jack. Yep. Going. Timing shot.
Needs to hold up. Bingo.
Great shot.
So the jack goes into the ditch. David's bowl is not a live bowl, so that will be removed. Matt goes out the way over to the other side.
Nice, still about 6 or 7 feet to draw the shot, 5, 6 feet. But let's say at this stage of the set, 1 up, last end, 2 down.
2 red.
Pressure starts to come on.
The jack's almost just far enough to cause you a little bit of a headache as to, do you attempt playing down the ditch hand, cross the rink? Well, I think without that green bowl being there, I think David would probably have played it across the rink. You could almost just finish 2 feet past down the centre line and just be enough for shot.
I think, to be honest, I think there's just enough room.
David has 4 timeouts remaining.
Here. Sometimes the closer you get to the side, the ball seems to straighten up a wee bit. Just that if you go down the backhand, if you miss your line, you're away. But I would be surprised if he goes backhand. No, he's on the forehand, quite right. This is a big ball now. Now, seen him overly wide.
It's not bent far, just needs to run past the red ones to guarantee the shot.
One green.
Expecting Alex to beat that with his next one here. Settle out a wider line.
Is it still slightly faster out there towards the edge?
It can get faster, yes.
Just giving up.
Well, David has to make sure he's out in the wider line here and doesn't want to pair this up because Alex will have a chance at the ball.
Yeah, you can see from that camera angle there, David's bowl is fully available. If David doesn't count with this, Alex may elect to take the bowl away. As Paul's just said, he wants to draw again. Be very unlucky to finish right at the side of it or somewhere near where Alex can generate an angle from it.
Well,
Like that. Think he'll go for them or draw? It's kind of almost just far enough away to tempt the draw.
it's a very hard one. It's easy sitting here to say go for the 2 balls, but I think, to be honest, if you get 1, you'll get 2. 2 feet on his last to draw the shot for a tied set, or do you take the chance to actually win the set? It's one of those. It's how confident you
called.
feel.
I was going to say, does it come down to how you feel at that particular moment? If you're playing some
Alex
really,
has
really
3
good stuff, you
timeouts
probably
remaining.
may back yourself to draw. If you're scratching around, you think, well, let's take a gamble.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, the way Alex has played in this set, he'll be confident of drawing the shot, but he'll be maybe saying to himself to take the chance and try and win the first set.
Because even if he doesn't get both green balls, there's always a red onto green connection where he may spin in for 1 or 2 as well.
If it was me, I'd be going for the 2 balls.
He's playing the backhand, so I
Yeah.
think he is going for the balls.
We're going quick.
So backhand for the 2 green balls.
He's looking interested. Through the gap.
Dear me. Look how wide that hes is there, you find the gap.
1 shot, David Bolt.
So the final score is a single for David Bolt, who takes this first set 6 shots to 4. Thanks again for joining us this year down at the World
And the first
Indoor
set.
Bowls Championships. This year sponsored by Ambassador Cruise
And
Line.
first set to David Bolt.
Life is all about enjoying yourself, so I'll have like a little advert from Ambassador Cruise Line.
Enjoy yourself on a UK no-fly cruise. Enjoy yourself. There's amazing shows for you.
Enjoy yourself. There's outstanding cuisine.
Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Named Best Value at Sea. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Named Best Value at Sea.
And if you fancy some of that cheeky little discount there, some best value at sea, you can join their website, ambassadorcruiseline.com. Half-price drinks packages are available from selected sailings from 2025 and 26. Brand new Cruise of the Week as well. Their Cruise of the Week changes every Wednesday, 10% discount using the code COTW10, Cruise of the Week 10. And the Cruise of the Week is actually 2 cruises. There's 2 choices. It's to Norway. There's a 14-day cruise and a 17-day cruise. Starting from £1,000, you get 10% discount and 20% off your balconies and suites. Never done a cruise, have you, Paul?
I never have, no. I actually wanted to go a cruise for my honeymoon.
Oh, right.
But my wife said no.
Oh,
So
you told.
that's it, exactly. Start as you mean to go on, as they say. So we just went to Mauritius and Dubai instead,
Oh,
which was lovely.
Just drop that in.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't Malaga, was it? Questions in. Have you ever tried short mat bowls, Paul?
Yes, I have, and I loved it.
Did you really?
Yeah, it was actually through a gentleman called Keith Wright in Ireland. Alex, myself, over a
2.5
number
inches in
of
front.
years ago, and
rest through.
I'd never, believe it or not, I'd never actually watched it before. And I was watching some of these guys play it, and they get their legs in so many different angles, and I'm like, I don't fancy trying this. I'd end up falling over. But I tried it. I actually loved it. It was good. It was really good.
Oh, unlucky. Takes one away. Yeah, I think you mean when they play across themselves on the backhand, don't they? They get to the far side and then flick it across. Yeah.
I was actually wanting to use my big stride so I'd get the ball closer. But
Because with your
One
stride,
red.
you almost touched the jack. Totally different tactics. It's very attacking from the first
yes.
bowl, isn't it?
it's great to watch. It is.
Just lacking a tiny bit of pace. Still in for another.
2 red.
There's that funny contact we've just spoken about. Slightly deeper grip. I think they call them the scoop grip.
Yeah, it's a scoop grip, yes.
Kind of almost came back on itself.
It did actually get a good result there, David. That's the line. Just so hard that side as well.
very unforgiving, isn't it? You play what you think is a line, and you'll probably finish a foot wide, bring it in a bowl 4 feet tight. Really bizarre.
That's just the way that what the carpet does to you, and it's people watching back home and saying, "Oh, look, that's a horrendous bowl." And it's you're talking millimetres here from being perfect, and then for a bowl actually to make you look silly.
David trying something a little bit more adventurous, just underneath. Can he lift his own?
It's away again.
Away as well.
Shows how easy it is. You know, probably talking a bowls width, and you wouldn't actually get back. Sometimes you're just forced into those shots, and you know they're probably not on. And at times I've
Umpire, please.
before
One
my
red,
match
measure
starts,
for
I'm
second.
like, right, I'm not playing those fiddly shots, and you go out there and you end up playing them, and you see, so why did I play that? It's just so difficult at times, and doesn't allow you to play the right shot on this carpet at times, and very difficult. But at the end of the day, it's the same for both players.
Just the one.
Often the markers are wrong. They've all got a good eye on them. I'm terrible at that, to be honest. That's what they're there for.
One shot,
Measure
Alex
does not tell any
Marshall.
lies.
Doing a bit of research last night at my bungalow, and I noticed, have you changed bowling clubs
Set score
outdoors this year?
1-0 on the first end.
Is that
No, I'm
Troon, is it you play?
I'm at Troon, yeah.
Troon.
Troon the last 5 years.
Back length 23.5 metres.
I'm actually an honorary member of the club I started with at Troon Portland.
I just passed it, Sue, am I?
Half an inch.
Good again here.
2 red.
Needs to hold up. Just going to go underneath the front.
Played it the right way, David, but just, as I said, it's just so difficult. It's a fine line for being wide and slightly under. And try that shot 10 times and get it maybe 2 out of 10. Then again here.
Wants the ball rather than the jack has done. If you can just sit back down.
3 red.
David will certainly go quicker this time. Has to go quicker.
How far is that last ball short?
7 inches short of jack high.
He's hit this. How's the result? Onto the jack. Ooh. It's gone out and up. 1 red.
Interesting if that's still in.
It's finished in a nasty place. It's probably right on the very edge of the rink marker. And almost 23 metres. I think it's actually slightly shorter than 23 metres. A rebounding jack, of course, is 20 metres, so it's still in play.
Two red.
Well,
All on pace.
too far, is it?
If it sits, I think he's in. Probably put a pound on green. I've already lost £1 today, so what's another?
I think that's just falling down, just
One
made
shot.
sure.
David Bolt.
I think you just waited till the bill fell before you gambled the pound there.
Can't lose any more pounds, dear me.
Set score 1-1 after 2 ends.
Alex couldn't really do much better on that end there, Jason. Put 3 and about it, and Davis made contact and ended up drawing the shot with his last one, so.
Jack length 27.5 metres.
So again, his first ball dropping that 2-3 feet short. Start again here. Look live and do it.
Nestled in really well behind the jack. Got a
On
very,
green.
very slight touch on it. Didn't move it. Be happy with that.
The gap between Alex's closest and Jack, please, sir.
2 3/4 inches.
David just pushing down this slightly tighter line, slightly heavier line, but seems to be the better line at the moment. Only a foot 18 inches or so short.
Can't really see much of that green ball, but it's got to just maybe try and just play it with the right weight, just so it gets back. One turn is enough.
Needs to just hold up for the plant. Dear me.
Once again, he's hit
Oh, green.
his target bang on and he's had a horrible result. Do you think the angle it's sitting at the jack would more go out to the side.
Squirted, yeah. Played this one well. Tucks in behind.
Two green.
Got it nice and full. Sits away, but I think it's still just enough.
Yep, great shot.
One shot, Alex Marshall.
Set score 2-1 after 3 ends.
Alex just thinking here what length to go. He's not done a lot wrong in this match at all. A lot of good bowling.
You know, I think when Alex is in trouble, he'd probably play Matt back 23 metres or just jack over the pin as, 23, 24. Playing a little bit unpredictable this year, that length, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Oh, he's short. No, he's not.
Jack length 23 metres.
Never worried. 5 inches, easy.
Plenty of room.
Do you play a shorter length jack normally because you have a stronger bias bowl? You feel it's more advantageous than a narrower bias bowl at 23 metres?
Indoor, yeah. Great start again. Yeah, listen, at the end of the day, I can play any length. Actually, last year was probably the first of I was going 29 metres.
You were going a lot longer, weren't you?
Yeah, most of my games last year, so it's, at the end of the day, it's how you feel and how the carpet plays, etc., and how the game's going, so it's... Certainly at
7
29
inches.
metres, it's certainly obviously pushier, it's a lot heavier than it was last year.
One green.
Just not pushed it.
Rope is fine, just that 2.5 feet. Bit of effort here. That's well played. All down, even better.
One red.
David just asking how far past it is. I think he'll probably draw down to it, turn it away, sit in for a couple.
Yeah, 15 inches short of jack high with the one that was shot. The last one, sorry. You're 2.5 feet short jack high.
Struggle to get back here.
Just overplayed, isn't he?
Yeah, just too keen to get to it. area again here. Turn it down.
2 red.
Well, it's sticking out a little bit more. I mean, David could go for the 2 bowls. The trouble is, if he plays his own bowl away, gets half and then away, probably going to drop a 4. That's the problem.
It's you can just see enough of his own bowl, as you said, to flick that off and lose a 4.
Time out.
Not an easy shot.
Time out. David Bolt has 3 timeouts remaining.
It's a close set at the moment. 2-1. Only 1 down, 2 down. Just draw to it, maybe, Paul. Difficult, isn't it?
It is, I think if we take a chance again, he'll probably go the same way. Try and snip the line a touch, but as I say, we're certainly not.
Needs to bend now. It's coming. Will it come in quick enough?
No,
No,
look at that.
look at that, just sticking. Wasn't miles away at all. 18 inches, if that. Pair for Alex. 4-1.
2 shots, Alex Marshall.
Question in there from Steve Warren. Can people with disabilities enter the
Set
championship?
score
Yes,
4-1 after 4 ends.
certainly can. Very much encouraged. The qualifiers, which are run by the PBA, Professional Bowling Association, all their events are open events. They have a separate one for a ladies match play, but the singles and the pairs are all open. So as long as you pay your entry fee, it's definitely encouraged. We have had people before with various disabilities enter them. Craig Bowler, he's probably
Got that, 23
one
metres.
of the most higher profile disability players. He's played in a couple of them. The Alex's own set then, Paul. It's just with them having the spider on. I've seen the spider emblem a few times this week.
No, he's playing with Jason Banks' balls.
That's where I've seen the spider before then.
I'm sure he played with Jason's balls,
My ball,
red
ball
balls
shot,
last
is
year
it?
as well. But obviously, if he
Half-
goes to green,
half a
he uses the birds like quite a lot of players in here that are with Henselite.
Just going to drift by on the high side.
2 red.
Yeah, it'll keep the same weight here again. Just try and hold the line. Sort of narrower.
Doesn't want to
Very
find the
hard.
hole. Solid on the back.
Second.
1 red.
Just straighten her out in that backhand as well. If I play the backhand, try and touch this jack round the corner and hide it from David.
Just think David needs to just play a little bit more better pace. That's all. He wasn't far away. The only danger's running into the split of the bowl, and the jack pushes the jack back, doesn't quite go with it. Maybe drop a 3. Still has to take a chance, so at 4-1 down.
He's 2 down anyway, so he's got to.
How's the connection on the front green one? In for second.
Shot for Alex.
1 shot, Alex Marshall.
So score 5-1 for Alex after 5 ends. Set he needs to win to drag it to a tiebreak.
Score
How
5-1
much
after
money
5
does the
ends.
winner get is the question. Total prize money 140,000 this year, and the winner gets 50,000 for the World Open singles. And another question come in: what is the most popular choice of bowls? I don't know what they call popular choice, but if you look at the last 8 years, last year was a Taylor Ace that won it, then a Taylor Blaze, a Drake's XP, Tiger, XP, Ace, Tiger, Tiger. That's the last 8. So everything apart from an Aero there over the last 8 years.
Jack length 23.5
The
metres.
follow-up question is that are players contracted to play? Some players are. Yeah, some players are contracted to play with certain bowls. Can wheelchair players play? Yeah, we've got plenty of para bowlers that play in the qualifiers. Young Danny Porter. He's a keen player and he plays in everything, Danny Porter.
Oh, he does. He's a great laugh, Danny, to be
He
honest.
is. He's fabulous.
I remember going to Australia, I sat next to him on the plane, and I didn't have a chance to sleep, put it that way. Non-stop talking. He's a good guy, Danny. He's very, very competitive.
Yep.
Very
About an
keen.
inch and a half.
Loves his bowls. As you say,
Short.
he plays in everything.
Yeah, of course, Gary Brown as well, Commonwealth medalist.
Yep.
Did very well actually in the Commonwealth Games in the para team Scotland. They cleaned out
They certainly did.
the ban from this year. Wow, good hit.
Got that. Looks like we hit his target spot on there and get a horrible result.
Just seeing where has his ball gone out of the rink?
Balls went out the rink, yeah. As I'm saying, he got the target spot on.
What's the gap to the ditch
That's
there, please, sir?
1 red though.
Well,
2.5 feet.
even I could beat that ball just, maybe just with 6 inches.
We'll see.
Not a bad effort, just a yard. Just needs to run a foot. Stays up, it's
1
in.
red.
Should be still in, I would say. Line's good. How's the pace? Better.
Yep, certainly making the shot.
One green.
Likes it.
In for 2.
Well played, David.
Sneaks back with that double. To within 2 of Alex. 3 ends to play. David trails by 2.
2 shots, David Bolt.
Gets him back in the set. Obviously winning the first set.
Set score 5-3.
He's a
after
tie in the
6
second
ends.
set.
Questions coming in thick and fast this evening. What bowls do we recommend for someone who's just started playing indoors and outdoors? So I think my advice is, I'm not sure what Paul would say, is because obviously bowls can be quite expensive. Early on, you don't know whether you're particularly going to like the sport, stay with it. I'd probably go somewhere mid-range, so nothing too weak, nothing too strong. A nice mid-range bias bowl, something that feels good in your hand. And I think they'd be quite good
25.5
for
metres.
any kind of indoor and outdoor surface. So it depends on what you want to use. I mean, a groove would be pretty decent. Quantum, you've got Drake's Pride. A professional is very good, or a fine line. Hensley, you've got your pros, your evos, Taylors, you've got your aces, and vectors. Would you say something similar, Paul? You've got a different opinion.
Yeah, obviously, you try before you buy, but you certainly there's no specific bowl for a person that wants to try out bowls. I always say you try them all, and just make sure you get the right bowl that fits your hand. And one thing I will say is you just must make sure you're very comfortable with the bowl in your hand, and it's not too small, not too big. And then once again, it depends on the speed of the surface. Outdoor, obviously in the UK, your greens are a lot heavier, and from 10 seconds to about 13 seconds. So I'd always say outdoor, try and get a bigger bias ball. Indoor, depends on the speed of your carpet. If it's end from 17 seconds, obviously you can go down to like an Evo or a Tiger Pro on the Hensley side. But on the other manufacturers, dial up to each individual.
Outdoor green, 10 seconds. That's like my outdoor green, that's 10 seconds. It's 5 seconds that
Yeah.
way and 5 seconds the
That's
other
right.
way.
That's what I meant, 5 each way.
Oh, David, nip the line. I'll be annoyed at that. You know, he's just getting himself back into this
Two red.
second set. Alex has not played anything too outstanding, but he hasn't taken the chance.
He's certainly in a heap of trouble now. I'm sure Alex will be adding a third here.
Played again. A little bit unlucky to just make it another foot wider
You're
in
right.
target.
No wonder.
Side ball, Sue, how short is it of Jack, please?
This one?
No, the closest, sorry. Yeah.
Looks inviting.
6
think
inches
it's-
short, Jack
I
high.
think he's got to take a chance. Even taking one away. Doesn't want to play with that 3 or 4 feet away. He's got to be firm. And he is.
It's wide. Can he get to a corner of it?
Oh, it's 2 down now, I think. Disappointed with that. But Alex will be making sure this one counts. Certainly increase his lead. Yeah, he's good.
Is that 3, I think?
2 shots, Alex Marshall.
2, was it, she said? So it was just the 2.
Just 2.
I thought it was 3, but 2. David will be pleased that
Set
it's just the 2.
7-3 after 7 ends.
So 7-3 for Alex going into the last 2 ends.
Jack length 24.5 metres.
Alex looking for a good, decent opening bowl with this one. Just needs to win this 8th end.
This point now, I think that's what he said where the jack should have been. Just a little further than has been playing. Hasn't capitalised.
Bobby Morris is asking, where do the American players practice to qualify for the World Indoor Bowls? Well, their qualifiers are played out of a bowling club called Cambria, which is in San Jose in California. An artificial green was running about 16 seconds in the last time. There are a few flat green surfaces dotted around. I've played only a couple of. Played one at San Diego and I've played one in Central Park in New York. I'm not quite sure if that's still there. I remember one of the corners, there was a big tree going out of it one year. It's quite surreal when you're playing in Central Park, you know, with big hotels around you. It's beautiful in the summer. Just wants to run.
Yeah, just not pushed through it.
A line, a set lie.
Have to cover these.
Just going to have a look. Just looking at that plant. The plant, if it's hit hard, it depends on the angle that he hits the very short red bowl. If he hits it full, then I think the shorter red bowl will stay in the head. Maybe for second might get shot. If he gets it very thin on the inside edge, could possibly remove all 3 red bowls with a lot of pace, of course. There's always an option down through the pack, green bowl onto red bowl onto Jack Paul.
Yeah, I think there is a possibility, but Alex will just be looking to split the 2 greens at the back. And even counting, to be honest, just in case David does go for that plant, because the 3 bowls will go.
Just been informed the bowling green in Central Park lives. Still there, Neil Bryce was there last month. So if you're ever in New York, just pop in. It's at the far end of the park, right hand side. Really, really good.
I wonder. Will I attempt 3 bowls? If he tries to play the trail, it's so hard. And you think at this stage, drawing the shots, it's a big ask to get a 3 in the last end. I think he might see
Timeout called.
a chance here.
David has 2 timeouts remaining.
He go pretty quick to get all 3. I think he's going to take a chance. Very surprised at that. Oh.
It'll go quick now. There it is.
Really, the shot's not on. So difficult.
2 shots.
Very
Second
low
set to Alex
percentage,
Marshall.
wasn't it?
Match tiebreak.
So a set win for Alex Marshall. 1 set each. So we go into a tiebreak. It's a 3-end tiebreak. First player to win 2 of the 3 ends. It's not a cumulative scores, it's just ends 1.
Alex won the toss and has given the first mat to David.
We'll see David going back to the longer length here. Certainly well worthy of that second set, Alex. With the more consistent balls. But all that's now forgotten. Tie break. As Jason said, it's not the amount of shots, it's the ends that count.
Yes,
Jack
Alex
makes
won
29
the
and a half
toss,
meters.
so he's chosen to give David the jack. So Paul will keep the last ball. It's not really been a game of particular length for each player, so that's probably why Alex has given it away. It's always useful to have that last ball, just in case. If you give it away, you don't have the last ball. If someone happens to get fluke against you with that very final ball, you just don't have a reply. That's the issue.
Yeah, once again, it's up to each individual, but this depends on the length you've been playing during the match. But I normally try to take last ball. As you say, it's if you do something your last ball, then they've got no comeback. Start. It's not running.
One red.
Follow my shot, please, Sue.
4 inches short of jack high.
Running and not finished in a great position either. Back in the centre line.
My last ball, Sue, please.
20 inches short of jack high.
Doesn't give much away, David, expression-wise, does he?
No, he's a cool cookie. Known him a lot of years. Dear me.
Two red.
Oh, it's a draw here. Slightly under, he's got his own in front to topple it up. Is he reaching?
He's hit his front one, like I say, 2 feet short.
First end, Alex Marshall.
First tied end goes to Alex. He's now 1 end away from booking his spot into the next round. It's David's choice of the jack now, so he's also chosen to give it to Alex. Oh, there we have the first of our little visual aid working dogs. Absolutely fabulous. Great charity as well. Great that people support National Guide Dogs for Blind. Of course, Rosie will be here later on in the week. Normally gets a lot of BBC attention.
Set length 23 metres.
David in first this end. Good pace, just struggling to get to the centre line.
It was so good as well.
One green.
Still one for David.
Half an inch in front.
Line, land weight. I wonder if Alex will swap over now. Or does he stick to the 4 and just lift his own up once or drift inside it? I think he might just stick to the forehand because he's not been too far away there. You want the backhand, it's a different weight, so... Yep, stick to the forehand.
If he gets to the outside edge, lifts it across, guarantees.
Oh, it's a narrow line.
Don't think it'll hold that.
Just wonder if he's caught in 2 minds there. David has been another ball in the head here.
Timeout called. David has 2 timeouts remaining.
Be careful as well here, David. Doesn't want to be too close here and give it away. It's surprised. It's under as well. Now, does he try and draw the shot? Or does he run the ball off? I'll see. It's whatever you're confident with.
Draw.
Yep. He's played this forehand pretty good, to be honest. He's off and running.
Definitely slightly wider than his previous ball. This will be all pace dependent. Will it get off the line? Will it get off the line?
It's on his own. Oh, gee. That's what I'm saying. His weight's is absolutely perfect and got nothing of it. It's hardly... I know he's rocked his own ball, but surely is that enough for the shot?
David, you've 1 timeout remaining.
I think Sue favoured green there, does she not?
She did to begin with, then she went back on it. I think I'm going to call her Splinter. She sat on the fence. Hard, isn't it? At this point, you know, it's either another end or a win. A lot of pressure to make that cut, or you've got to be dead certain. And of course, you top players, you know it's only an opinion. When the markers say who they think, you know it's only opinion. 9 times out of 10 they're right. Very, very occasionally it's not, and we're talking within a millimetre.
I was thinking it's against him if he's playing it.
The only danger is
I'm amazed at this.
lumping it over.
Oh, he's very close here.
Just short.
Oh.
Unbelievable. We'll soon see. It looks like it's going to be a measure for this end. You can translate.
I think he says it's very close. From here it looks green, but obviously, I know he did shuffle it a touch. But before Alex played his last ball, he did say 1 green. And he's hardly moved it.
I did a little bit of commentary in Cyprus last December with John Bell. And as you know, John Bell's been a commentator for years. And the conversation we had,
Measure for shot.
the feedback he gave me says, if you're never sure and you're going to take a punt, go for the bowl on the vertical. So that would mean, if you take John Bell at his word, that means the green bowl is shot. Why that is, I don't know. But he says, if you're not quite sure, he says, have a punt on the bowl on the vertical. Giving you all my tips now, and I get them right.
Need to remember that.
We're normally wrong. That's just his normal tip. If you're not sure, go for the bowl. You see the green bowl is almost centre line.
1 red.
It is wrong red, yeah. So that's a game, isn't it?
Game, set and match.
Second end and match to Alex Marshall.
It is. Good game of bowls. A little bit scratchy, to be fair. Both players playing some great stuff. Struggling on various different lengths, but it's a win for Alex Marshall. Unlucky to David, took it all the way to a tie-break. Thanks for joining me, Paul.
You're welcome.
Much appreciated. Much appreciated. I hope you've all enjoyed Paul's commentary and listening to the insights of some of the best players that we do have on the tour down here. It's always really, really good. But it's going to be Alex Marshall taking this game into the next round. So that's the end of play for today. So we're going to have a quick look at what we have for you tomorrow. Slightly later start, get a bit of a lie-in tomorrow, thank goodness. We're going to go to the World Mixed Pairs, starting off at 10 o'clock with Stuart Anderson, playing with Noor Farah Ain Abdullah, Jamie Walker playing with Colleen Picketh, and then after lunch, 2 o'clock, Nick Brett and Judy Forrest will take on Paul Foster and Catherine Rednall. Following that game, which will be around about 3:45, England's Robert Paxton and Lucy Smith will take on Scotland's Jason Banks and Beth Reaver. And then in the evening, one game for you at 7:30. England's Mark Dawes and Chelsea Spencer take on another English pair of Les Gillett and Nicole Rogers. Hope you've enjoyed today. It's been absolutely fantastic. 2 top teams throughout the competition. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Bye bye for now.